Hey everyone, Valiant Customs, I'm Steve. Today, or this video, I just want to put out a short video. I'm going to do the package tray of the back of the Valiant. So basically I'm just going to show you how to make a template and then transfer the template over to a piece of board, and then I'm going to wrap it in vinyl, just like I did my interior door panels. So if you haven't seen the interior door panels, please go ahead and watch that video, and because it's pretty helpful. It's about the same way that I'm going to do this, just in case I forget something about how I'm doing it this way than I did from the door panels. So I guess let's get started. So on the door panels, here's my door panels with them installed and everything. Pretty smooth. I do have a little issue sometimes with the door handle. It'll kind of ripple the material just a little bit. Not too bad, but a little bit. But about how I did this, or how I'm doing this back window, and I apologize for the audio and everything. But anyway, so I had a spare rear window, so I took the spare rear window, if I can talk today, and I placed it down on a piece of cardboard, which is right here, and I was able to get sort of the radius of the back package tray area. It wasn't identical, or it wasn't real super close. So I went, but it was close enough where I could get the piece of cardboard in underneath the window where the package tray is going to set. And then I was able to take a scribe, and I scribed the edge, which is right here. I'm sure the camera doesn't show it, but there's another line right here. And I'm just going to take some scissors and cut on that line to get the cardboard to the shape that I want for the package tray. And so once that's cut and trimmed and everything, then I'll go in. Whoops, darn it, I accidentally went off the line. I wasn't very good at coloring either, but anyway, so just follow the line, cutting the excess off so that it fits the radius of it's actually the radius of the window rubber seal on the inside, because the package tray is actually going to go underneath that seal. It'll give it a real good clean look. So if it's a little bit jagged or a little bit off, yeah, it won't be that big of a deal, because it's going to have that rubber seal covering it. But it will be a little bit of a bigger deal when it comes to the front of it, because the front is going to be right up against the back of the seat. And so that's got to be probably cut. I'll cut it a little bit longer than the package tray itself, because there's probably a ½ inch gap between the package tray and the back of the seat. So if I take the deck for the package tray and run it right up to the seat, it'll close that gap right up, and that way any noise or anything from the trunk won't be carrying it on into the interior of the cab area. Okay, piece gone. Let me go ahead and move you into the inside of the car, and then I'll be able to show you a little bit more of how it's going to be fitting. We're in the car. It's probably echoing because it's in the car, but this is the package tray, the back lip of the window seal. I don't know if the camera's showing that real well, but there's a lip under there. So then I just take this. Oop, sorry. Hang in there, guys. And you see it fits on the back window pretty good. But if I take it and go like that, there, it fits perfect, and it's covering up everything. Looks great. And then I'll let up a little bit here. Whoop. Get in there. Okay. Get in there. Just trying to get it so I got everything lined up in there, and still got enough to cut off of here and leave a little bit to meet up with the seat. Plus, when I get closer to putting vinyl or wrapping this with the material, I'll probably leave a little bit to go under. But I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to attach it to the, like, behind the seat or anything. But anyways, so this is it. It fits pretty good this way. I need to get some pieces to go in here and in there, in that corner there, to fit and line up good. Maybe I'll just go ahead and, no, yeah, I'll go ahead and put some pieces in there to line up and everything. So I'll bring you guys back when I get closer to that. So I cut a small square of cardboard and I put in here, and then I have one of these little point tips, tip things here, little scratcher awl or whatever you want to call it, and I just go along here and follow the gasket and scribe the cardboard. And that gives me my radius right there. And then I'll cut it off with scissors. Ooh, man. Oof. Just cut them off with my scissors. Do that. Perfect. Just like that. And let's see. I'm going to cut some of it off so that I'm not overlapping the other cardboard too much. Alright, just like that. And then I'll come in here and I'll tape this down before I pull these two pieces out. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, but I'm not gonna video that because I already did this side. But I'm gonna wrap that up, and then I'll bring you guys back in, and we can go from there. So after I cut it and traced it and taped it up on both ends and everything, I ended up with a template like this, with a nice curve all, you know, on it right there. And that's gonna go on my wood platform, or, well, basically the base for the material to go on. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna put any cushion or any foam. I really need to start learning how to talk, because must be English just isn't my thing. But anyways, I'm gonna put some foam, maybe. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. But when I get the wood one cut out, I'll put foam on it and everything, just like I did the first part of the door panels. Probably just like that. But I'm not sure yet. I mean, with the door panels not having foam in them anymore, I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll leave this with no foam in it as well, just to kind of match up a little bit. So anyways, let's go ahead and go in the shop and trace this out on my board and get it cut out. I'll bring you back when I'm inside. Alright, so again, I hope the audio is getting picked up and everything. If not, I'm sorry. just trying to use my phone as recording this time instead of my camera. And so we're just gonna try to make it happen with it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't know if this wood's gonna work or not because it's a little warped, but hopefully we'll be able to get by with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it down like this and just trace along the edges of it. It's working. So I'm just tracing the edges, and I'm leaving this end down here big so that I can kind of match it up with the seat once I get it cut and put in there. That way it'll butt right up against the seat and not have a big gap behind it. All right. Oh no. That didn't draw very well. Okay, so we'll try it again. Okay, there's that. That. Make sure my lids. Make sure my lid's out my pencil. Couldn't find a Sharpie, of course. All right, that's better. So now that that's traced out on there, I'll go ahead and get the saw, or the jigsaw, and cut it out. And I sure hope that that'll work. All that warpage on it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out, and then I'll bring you guys back. So I got it cut out, and we'll see. Let's go over here and slap it in the car and see how it fits. So, moment of truth here. See how tight it is and everything. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I can already see it's not going to fit. Well, maybe it will. Nope. Huh. Too wide for some reason, so I'll go ahead and take a little bit off the ends of it, and try to get that baby to fit in there. Well, I went ahead and cut a 1/4 inch off each end, so hopefully it slides in here a lot nicer. Okay, that's good. Good. Still not gonna work real well for what I want with this warp. This being warped I think is why it's longer than what it really is supposed to be. All right, so I'll go ahead and cut some more off, and well, I got it cut. I got it in where I want it and everything, and then this will come down. Oh, sorry. This will come down, and I'll go ahead and put foam on top of it, so then the foam will come down and pretty much kind of cover this here. So we should be good that way. Maybe I could cut it back a little bit and because right here there's holes, so maybe if I cut it back and just leave some material hanging over the edge and can screw it down behind the seat. I don't know, there's a million ways to do it. Guess I'll figure it out when I get there, but that's the fit on the back and on the sides. Took a little bit, but got it in there. So we got our piece of wood here that we're gonna use for the decking for the package tray. And then I have a roll of vinyl that I bought it on Amazon, and I can't remember the price of it or anything. But anyways, we're gonna unroll this onto here, so far out, and we'll move. I have quite a bit. I don't know if the camera's showing it or not. There we go. Yeah, I have quite a bit overlapping because I'm gonna put the foam in here, foam insulation or backing or whatever it is. But I'm gonna put that on here. So I want to leave a little extra because I'm gonna wrap it around the wood and underneath a little bit so that the edge itself is padded. That way when it comes down and meets with the back of the seat, it should it won't touch the back of the seat, but it'll be pretty close. And then that way also, if anybody gets in the back seat or reaches up there, whatever, when they hit it, it won't, you know, hurt them or anything like that. It'll be padded. So I make sure I got this much over, which is, I don't know, say 3 inches, 4 inches, something like that. And then there's a little bit on the sides, on each side. I'm gonna say probably about an inch and a half on each side. And then on the back side here, I'll leave probably like 2 inches on there. So let me go ahead and grab some scissors and I'll cut this off of here. No, there's no exact measurements or anything that I'm doing. I'm just cutting it so that I got some overlapping and everything. And this vinyl is pretty easy to work with. There, and I got enough vinyl left to do the kick panels if I decide to do them, and then I also have enough for the on each side of the back seat, those not door cards, those wall cards or whatever for the back seat there. I got enough of that as well. Unfortunately, I gotta stop the video. I have to run and get the foam matting, the cushiony part, and I have to get some spray adhesive to stick this down. So I'll go ahead and go get that, and then I'll bring you guys back in when I get that. All right, so I got my foam. Until fabric shop, I was able to buy this. I got some spray adhesive for it. All right, well, I got a blade, but where's a better blade? All right, so I'm gonna put it down here to the end of this and just unroll it. Come down here. Whoop. to the end of this. And then pick a spot and just cut. There. There, there's that. Get that out. Plenty there. Now on this part, I'm going to use the scissors to cut it, but I want to try and keep it on the arch of the board here, because once I get it on there, I'm going to pull it back just a little bit, probably a ½ inch, because remember that lip that's in the car, we want that to fit underneath that lip. But I still want that same arch so that it butts right up against the rubber seal there. Gotta be a better way of doing this. Maybe take it, flip this over. That might work better. Oh yeah, there we go. We'll try it like that. Like this, a little up here. Careful not to cut yourself. I'll tell you that, but I'll probably be the first one to cut myself on this. Okay, and I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just, oh, there I am. I'm just kind of cutting the first layer of foam. So then that way when I take it off of here, then I'll go ahead and cut all the way through like that. Okay, so I cut some of it all the way through, but not all of it. You can see where I just kind of made it where I can fold it over and then cut it. Oops. Hopefully I cut it right and I didn't mess up, because this stuff is not real expensive, but if you keep throwing out and got to replace it all the time, then it can get expensive. All right, there. There's that. And one more. On the other side? Yeah, other side. So you can see, oh, maybe you can't see on the camera. Let me see if I can bring you in a little bit closer here. You can see the lines right here. That's where the rubber seal goes. So I want to make sure that I don't take this any higher than that. Oop. So it'll be about right in there. Huh. And I still gotta trim just a little bit. Oops. Because see if I cut it off, keep it off this there a little bit. There's that. Okay. Good enough to stick it on there, I guess. And we'll go from there. So, got some spray adhesive, heavy duty. Spray both surfaces. We join allowed to dry to attack about approximately 1 minute for repositionable bond, whatever. Spray a light even coat on one surface. Allow to dry 1 to 3 minutes before joining. Okay, so I'm going to take this and spray this down. It says an even coat, but the can doesn't even spray even, so kind of hard to get a perfectly even coat. Okay, so it says to spray that, and then spray the material. This isn't the normal brand spray adhesive I get, but it's got to be strong. I mean, it's Gorilla. All right. I'm going to tip the can over and spray it so that all the glue gets out of the nozzle so that it doesn't jam up on you. Okay. Then we let it sit for a minute to get tacky. I'll roll it over so that it lines up with that line. And then I'll probably flip it over, spray the back side and that foam so that I can, get it to stick on the back side. And then I'll put the vinyl on top of that. And I'll go ahead and spray the top of the foam. Top of the foam and top of the vinyl and stick those together. I'll bring you back as soon as this gets a little tacky. All right, so here we go. Hopefully it'll stick without any issues. So good. Oh yeah, it's sticking. It's a little off, so I'm going to have to trim this up again. But that's okay because there's plenty. I left plenty of material down here. You can see I left all that extra material. All right, and there's that. A little off on this side too. Hopefully that'll be good. And then I'll just roll this over like this. So then it'll be cushiony on the front here. Like that. And then I'll wrap the vinyl over as well. It should be, maybe trim up just a little bit more. There. A little bit more right here. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then I'll come back and cut it up a little bit more and get it closer for the vinyl. So I'm hanging over just a little bit on this edge, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off and cut it down so far, and then I'll go ahead and spray this board and bring the foam over, and then when I get the foam folded over, that's when I'll cut that down. Okay. So now go ahead and spray this. Let it sit for a minute. Bring you back as soon as this dries up. So we're just gonna fold this on over. I don't want it to be a tight fold, just a loose fold so that it's kind of bulky on the front. Is kind of what I'm going for. And there, just lay that down like that. Smooth this all out. There, okay. Then take my razor blade. I don't need all this material on here. So I'll go back, I don't know, cut 1.5 inches, 2 inches off of it. I don't have a big measure, but about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And just go along here. Cut it on off. Perfect. All right. And then here, I'm just gonna cut a little bit of this off of here. That way the vinyl will have something to kind of grip onto on the corner instead of gripping on the foam. It's still probably too much, but that'll do just fine. All right. There it is without the vinyl on it. And hopefully I've got it set on there well enough that it'll fit underneath that lip and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this and spray the vinyl, and when I go to put it on, I'll bring you back, but I don't think there's any, I mean, you saw me spray the foam, so that was enough. I'll just go ahead and get this done. And when I get ready to put the vinyl on, I'll bring you back in. All right, well, let's see how bad we can mess this up. Okay. Nope. Gotta bring it back this way more now. Still come down this way a little bit more. There we go. All right, there we go. Have to go under. Yep. Yep. Okay. So I think we got it. Now I can just push all this down so that it sticks to the glue. Hopefully it'll fit on that package tray, because I'm not so sure that it will fit underneath that lip. Okay. There's that. I'll try and bring this in so it'll stick on the board. Leave that little lip on there. Yeah, that's not working out so good for me. Not working out so good. So hopefully when I put that underneath that rubber lip there, it'll form where I need it to form. I hope. Okay. So I think that's, yeah, it's sticking, so that's good. So now I'm gonna flip this over. So, sweet, okay. And I did it a little bit longer than the foam so that I'll spray the foam and the board and get them to stick down all the way around, or all the way down this. Ooh, except for right here. Seems it's off a little bit. Okay. That'll be all right. It's a little crooked. And these will just fold on over. So when I go down so far, I'll just put a little slit in it to get it to wrap on there. Okay. I guess we're good there. I'll go ahead and put a little bit of glue here and start working it around. I do have some clamps up there too that I can clamp things down with. I'll probably end up doing that. Matter of fact, I should probably get my clamps. Alright, so we got some clamps. Little spray here. I'll go ahead and wait for that to dry. I'm just going to gradually work my way around spraying, and I'll wait. Like right now, I have to wait a minute here. When I do this part, I have to wait a minute there, and on around. At this point here, I'm just going to go ahead and do this, not on video. And when it comes to me cutting it and everything, then I'll go ahead and click back in and bring you guys up to date on that. All right, so I got it all glued down and everything. I'm not gonna try putting it in the car tonight. because I want to give it time to dry and everything. I don't want the rubber seal to end up lifting the material off of the board or something like that. There's a couple issues that, I mean, like right here, the corner didn't really, I don't know, it was kind of being difficult. The same thing with this corner here. But on the front side, it did, you know, what I wanted it to do. It's cushioning and everything, it's smooth. This warp spot, hopefully when I screw it down, because I'm going to probably end up screwing it down to the package tray on the car. Hopefully between the rubber seal and a couple screws in the front, this will all push down and be flat. If not, it's going to be warped, and I'll probably end up getting another board and making another one. I'll use the same material though. I mean, I'll figure a way to get that glue off of there and redo it. But I want to, yeah, see, it's not, I want to leave this for the night so that it can totally dry. I want to put something on there. Got it. And hopefully tomorrow when I get home from work and I take this off, hopefully everything will be good. And I'll probably get a couple more clips to hold this down. There we go. You never have enough clips. Or clamps, I should say. Clamps. Be good to go. That'll work for that. But it didn't stick as well as what I wanted around the edge there. But again, the rubber seal will hopefully push that down. All right, I guess I'll bring you back tomorrow and we'll go do the reveal on this and see if taking that off, if it stayed glued down and everything, and then put it in the car. Well, I haven't looked at this yet. We're gonna see it together, see how the front turned out and everything. Hopefully it's pretty good though. Oh yeah, these are just from clamps. They'll go away. All right, maybe not bad. So I guess I'm gonna set you up over by the car and we'll put it on the package tray and see how it goes. All right, well, let's see how it turns out. Sorry for the lighting. Good. Oh, look at that. Perfect. I'll put a couple screws in it. Pull that down. You can see right here at the seat, it's got a good gap and everything right there. The back part is fit in there just the way that I wanted it to. Oh yeah, that's all right. think that's a win. All right, I'm gonna get this prepared to put some holes in it. So I went ahead and I used my center punch and punched 4 holes in the deck here. And then I took my drill and drilled some holes for screws to go in. Hopefully I didn't drill the holes too big for the screws, but guess we'll find out. Maybe. There we go. Well, looks like they might be all right. All right, there's one started. I'm not gonna screw it all the way down until I get the rest of them in. That one. And I got some of these little fancy ones. I don't know if it'll show you real well, but they come with this little collar on them. They just look a little neater when you put them in and everything. Just a cleaner look. Okay, one more. It appears that it worked pretty good. All the holes are lined up, matched up, so my tray didn't move on me or anything. It's kind of working the way I want it to. Wish it would have drawn down a little bit closer here, but maybe it will once I tighten all these down real good. Get the last one here tightened up. All right, let me bring you in here and show you guys. So it's not quite as perfect as I wanted it, but oh no, I still think that's better than having that bare metal there with the cutouts for speakers and stuff like that. You can see it fits up in there real good. So I'm pretty happy with this. It's not too bad. This is what it looks like looking through the back glass. Can't really tell real well, but it's not too bad. Oh, you can see right here where I got it bumped up or whatever, where it'll flip underneath the rubber seal. So no, it didn't turn out too bad. I see right here the glue didn't stick very well. Well, that's all right. That's what it looks like installed and everything. So I guess this is where I'm going to leave this video. I gotta get this pulled out, get it cleaned up. Its first car show is coming up this weekend, so I want to get her cleaned up and stuff like that. So I just want to thank you guys for joining on the channel and watching. I hope that this was helpful and motivating for people to get out and work on their projects. And I guess I just want to say thank you and God bless. Please subscribe, comment, and like, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.